They are absolutely getting ready to inject themselves in another election online. How are they going to do it? Well, they're going to do it a lot of ways, but this is a new one. Why is it a new one? Because it's dependent on new technology, and that new technology is that they didn't have in the last election. AI, baby. You know it. I want you to tie these stories together for me. I'm just going to lay it out. I'm going to give you a bunch. Here's a great website, Reclaim the Net. If you want to read these articles again, they'll be in the newsletter. Democrats are calling on ScrewTube to bring back its election censorship rules. So YouTube allegedly softened some of its election rules, which is nonsense because they're getting ready to bring them right back. They're just waiting for the Democrats to apply the appropriate amount of pressure. So if, God forbid, there's some election malfeasance in Pennsylvania or Georgia, whatever it is, you're not going to be allowed to talk about it around the election because Democrats, they like cheating and stuff, and they only want to talk about stolen elections themselves, which they've claimed every single election they've lost in perpetuity has been stolen. But if you think an election's been interfered or stolen, you're not going to be allowed to talk about it. So the Democrats are putting the squeeze on right now, and YouTube's being very coy about this, okay? Got that story? Story number 2, John Frank and Axios. What's the common theme here? The 2024 presidential race is the AI election. Oh, is it now? Top technologists are portraying a dystopian landscape in 2024. Wait. Hold on. You see what they're doing here? You pick it up? You see how left-leaning Axios is already filtering they're seeding the field? You see how they're seeding the field right now? They're getting ready to tell you that whatever they don't like, what the Republicans say is misinformation. So they say top technologists are portraying a dystopian landscape in 2024 in which misinformation and disinformation proliferate with speed and ease. That means you can't trust anything you see or hear. The campaign will be full of false information that anyone can generate, former Google CEO said. Every side, every grassroots group, and every politician will use generative AI to do harm to their opponents. Oh, okay. So you see how they're seeding the fear now. They're preparing YouTube, get ready to censor for us. They're putting out into the mainstream here with places like Axios. There's going to be misinformation everywhere. And who's going to come in? The trustworthy G, the government. And we're going to clean it up and fix it up. Oh, you are?
Girls. Oh, wait.
Well, how do you know that the government wants to get involved in AI? Because I listen. Here's Biden's one of his science and technology directors here, talking about the threat of AI and how the government's going to have to get involved in AI conveniently right before an election. I'm sure all these stories are just an accident, folks. No worries at all. Take a listen yourself.
Just last month, President Biden signed an executive order that promotes data equity. It instructs agencies to focus on emerging threats such as algorithmic discrimination and automated technology. And it also tells them to make sure that their own use of AI and automated systems advances equity.
Shoot till you see the whites around.
AI.
Fuck that, man.
You
Look at the turquoise glasses
see the
bitch wearing.
buzzwords? Did you catch them?
Shoot that!
So the Biden administration wants to be sure two things happen.
You're good.
That there's algorithmic equity. Algorithmic discrimination doesn't happen. And that there's equity, which is a leftist woke buzz term for the government discriminating against people. You see what they're doing? Now, let me sum it up for you in case you haven't tied it together yet. I don't want to leave it out there.
They're bullshit artists.
The government is probably already doing it, not going to.
Did you bullshit today?
Is putting the squeeze on companies like YouTube, Google, and others
today?
To implement AI
right now, this is your last week of unemployment. You better bullshit this week or that's it. You're cut off.
By NGOs, non-governmental organizations, probably with ties to left-wing donors like Oma.
Every day, Monday through Friday. And be safe, be kind to one another.